No one wanted to give me a chance back then.
Oh my god. Gonna be a little late to class today. When I say a little late, I mean like at least 20 minutes late again, which is normal for me, but it's like that. It's the week before finals, so I should not be doing that. Anyways, that kind of sucks, but you know, I had to focus on uploading my videos. They're more important than class, which, you know, it's whatever really. For me, I care more about uploading the videos. I don't care if they're at 0 views. You know what I'm saying? Just stack up those wins. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing with everything, really. Let's say, for example, you do 10 push-ups a day. That seems small, and you probably won't get any results. You do 10 push-ups. Nothing really gonna happen. But you do 10 push-ups every single. Let's say, for example, you've never done any exercise in your life, and you decide to do 10 push-ups. You won't see results the first day, or the first week, or the first month. Maybe the first month, but you won't really see any you won't be seeing any real big progress in the first month or two, or something like that, or the first real progress. But if you keep doing that for 3 years, for example, you're gonna see some progress, some big progress. Not some massive, like you have a big chest or whatever. Compared to you're not gonna have a big chest the same amount if you were benching 4 or 5, for example, but you are gonna have you're gonna be a lot more in a better position than you were if you were doing if you weren't doing 10 push-ups today. So what that's basically getting at is that I changed my training split now, and I'm really excited for this now. I really think this could take me to the next level. Not just take me to the next level, but I can practice now. Because the main issue was with the lifting before, and I talked about this before, was that when I was lifting before, I couldn't wrestle. Because I was like, if I wrestled and then went back to lifting, my whole thing would be messed up. But the thing is now that now I figured out a way where I don't have to lift heavy every single time, and now I can lift and then still go to practice now. So this is how the athletes do it. Probably should have been doing this, but I was really focused on trying to gain as much muscle as possible, and that's what my strategy did. It put on muscle quickly. I put on muscle at a fast pace, but the issue was that you plateau so quickly at those numbers. If you keep doing it, you're gonna end up hurting yourself, which basically what almost happened to me. But I didn't hurt myself, actually. I was on the verge. I'm starting to get this pain. I got my back pain, my shoulder. I was doing shoulder press. I was using my back, so the momentum. So I was hurting my back from there. And you're not gonna really hear any of the influencers explain why they got their injuries, stuff like that. Really talk about it. I don't care. People are saying, oh yeah, you're gonna mess up your back by doing the Zercher squats, and now my back's messed up. But it's not from Zercher squats, and it's not even that bad of an injury. It's not even messed up, really. I was able to do weight pull-ups, everything perfectly fine today. I'm just being a little cautious about it, but the thing is that, I need to. It's not just from the shoulder press. It was, of course, the shoulder press, but the reason why I got hurt was because the muscle was weak. The back was weak, because I kept on using it heavy all the time. I was doing heavy weights all the time. I was doing heavy dumbbell rows with a little bit of swinging at the end. I was doing dumbbell RDLs with my back being all messed up. I was using momentum in the back in the last couple reps, and I was doing that with everything. Same with the shoulder press. I was doing it all the time. I was doing that with the Zercher squat. I mean, not really Zercher squats. With the deadlifts, I was doing that with. I was doing everything really, and I was doing the incline walking. I would sometimes have my back messed up towards the end when I'm trying to push through with it, even when my back's hurting. So yeah, overall, I was using my back and I was weakening it, and that's how I got weak. But that's besides the point. Now I figured out a new split, and now I can wrestle actually and perform. And hopefully, I'm not injured anymore, because I've been injured a lot throughout this beginning of the season. So now I figured out a way. The issue is that I won't be gaining muscle as quickly as I was before, but now I'm gonna be gaining it at a good pace. I'm gonna keep growing. So right now I can my heaviest one, I Zercher squat 355 for 3 reps. So maybe by the end of 3 months, I'll only be able to do 385 for 3 reps. Compared to, you remember at the start of the I think I started recording the videos when I was only able to Zercher squat 295, I think it was, for 4 reps. I don't remember exactly when I started recording it. I think it was like 305. I'm not too sure. Anyways, I am literally at the start of September. I was able to Zerker squat only, or like the middle of September, I was only able to Zerker squat 295 for 4 reps, and by the end of October, I was able to do 355 for 3 reps. So what ended up happening was I gained a ton of muscle really quickly, but I didn't do it at a safe pace, and I could have got hurt if I did any more. I didn't do anything after it. I actually stopped it. I did 315 on Zerker squat, and then 325 then the next week, and that was it. I haven't done. So the past week I did Zerker holds. I only did 295 with it because my back at the time was hurting, shoulder press. I didn't want to mess it up. So yeah, I did that. But now I think it's better now. I feel like it's better. There's nothing wrong with it. And yeah, I was talking about before how I didn't eat anything and how that messed me up. And I'll talk about right now my nutrition a little bit, stuff like that, how I usually eat and what I usually ate today. Because every day is a little different for me. I know a lot of people be like, oh yeah, you gotta eat the same meals every single day. Not true, really. I really eat a lot of different food. Not really, actually. Dinner is different. Whatever my mom makes, I'm eating that. So, you know. Yeah, I'm eating my mom's food for dinner, of course. But for lunch and stuff like that, I usually eat. I'll talk about what I ate today, anyways. Because so I didn't eat breakfast in the beginning. I was a little messed up, and you can tell in the first video I was a little messed up. And you know, also I was thinking about it as well. I was watching like another car video, just like 1 minute of it. Not because my attention span or anything's messed up. It's because I had to leave, so I had to edit some videos as well at the time, so I had to quickly see. But anyways, I was seeing how like the camera angle, the camera's like over there instead of here, and maybe it's like sort of messing up a little bit, but it's showing my raw thing. The only reason why I don't have it over there is because I literally can't. I have no actual like equipment. You can see like I'm literally starting off at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have any of that fancy stuff that literally everyone else has. Like, I don't, like, I was watching as well, one of the wrestling vlogs and stuff like that. He recorded his daily video, like, daily. Of course, no one's recording daily videos. That's where I get the advantage from. I literally saw this one guy who was, there was one guy who was recording his daily video, like daily journey, and it was like 3 videos in. It was really good, and I liked it. I was like, oh yeah, this is what's up. Like, this looks pretty cool and everything like that. And he never posted again. So, I mean, it shows you that he has all the equipment and everything like that, but maybe he doesn't have the same drive as I do, really. But I don't know, because I'm posting a lot. Like, I'm posting like 3 times a day on my clip channel, and I'm coming up with captions on the clips. Like, those captions, I'm coming up with all of them. So of course they're not the best right now, but as I get better into that, my captions will get better. Because I think the captions are what's gonna really carry the clip. And this is what I want to talk about as well. In the last video, was clip channels. Where did the clip channels come from? So I don't know exactly when they started, but I remember when I first saw it on YouTube. All of a sudden, you know, all the videos like my YouTubers I used to watch were like 10, 15, 20 minutes long. And then all of a sudden, like one YouTuber or a couple of them started posting clips, like shorts. They called it shorts back then. And it was like a short moment of them. And they would be talking and stuff like that. And it would be like a short. And it was mad funny. And I just kept on watching shorts over and over again. And then one YouTuber started doing it, another one started doing it, and then all the other YouTubers in the gaming space did it. And it was pretty funny in the beginning, but then this is where it ended up happening was the clips were funny in the beginning and everything like that, but then everyone just started acting like out of character and stuff like that, like saying random stuff, doing random stuff for clips. And this is where you can catch on pretty easily to when this stuff is happening. And when that started happening, I stopped really liking the guy in general. I stopped watching him. I'm like, alright, his audience is clearly for little kids, and I'm not a little kid, so I ain't watching this dude. And it's weird, like, looking back on his videos, they're so, like, childish and everything like that. So some of them were actually good. Like, some of them were actually really good, and I really enjoyed it. But then you can tell, like, as he started getting bigger and bigger, he started, like, getting into that childish, more appeal. And the reason why he started doing that was because the kids always is the biggest audience. That's the thing. the younger kids are the biggest audience, and they're going to be the ones who watch the most. They consume the most because they have the most free time. Adults don't have as much free time, and teenagers don't really like have big long attention spans. So little kids are the best people to target in that thing. This sounds so weird to say. No, this is actually what I'm like thinking, like what they do. So since little kids have the most free time and they don't really have like, you know, they watch stuff for long, they're more gullible. I started seeing as well on my YouTube shorts. I don't know, this guy, he like posts like the same caption. He's like not the same caption, the same like audio. He's like I would really appreciate, like he's like a fake crying AI voice. I would really appreciate if you like and subscribe, please. Have a good day. Like I don't know, something like that. It was like crying and stuff like that. And like everyone's like, oh my god, don't cry, oh my god, no, you video. He's like, at the end he's like, have a good day. It's like, you have a great day too, oh my god, I'm gonna sub, you could become so big and everything like that. And then like, yeah, that's his videos. And it's like, he's like, no way, you found my channel, I hope you like. It's the most corniest audios, it's like AI audios, and like gullible kids just like eat it up. But the thing is with it was, when he actually posts like his real video, because he can't keep doing that forever, and he knows that. So when he actually posts his videos of him talking, it's the most corniest thing ever. It's like I don't know. It's really, I'm trying to think of one, but like it's really corny, and like people are clowning, not clowning him actually, but it's really stupid, and it's just stupid to do that. I don't really know. He's got an audience from it. He gained from like, I started seeing him when it was like 10K, and now he's like at 50K. So it helped him out, and is the reason why. I don't know. And also, kids. The thing is with the teenagers, they scroll really quickly. So if you appeal to a kid audience, the watch time is really high, and it pushes you to more audience. And I feel like that's why the kid audiences grow so much. My thing isn't really targeted towards kids. I actually don't really know. This is the thing though. My thing's mostly about fitness and about strength, but it's also about the college sports. But I wouldn't consider myself a college sport, like college athlete anymore. I do have those high ranked matches and stuff like that, but I don't want to have that pressure where I'm in the college wrestling scene and I have that pressure to keep going. Literally all my audience though on the Journey account, like it gets recommended to all like wrestling stuff and stuff like that. Which, you know, it's alright, but hopefully on my clip channel and the other channels now, like on the clip channel and my coaching channel, they can appeal to a more like fitness thing, because now my Journey account is wrestling. It's not gonna be gone anytime soon. So, but I don't have pressure to like perform in wrestling. Like I literally don't post my matches or anything. I literally just post my day-to-day life. There's no pressure on it. Like if I don't lift one day or something like that, I'll just say, oh yeah, I was just too tired and I didn't lift it. Because I don't care about looking good. I just want to just show any athlete the day by day. I wish I had a person that did this before. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have anybody who did this. So yeah, I'm doing it now. And that's pretty cool, you know. What is that? I see a sign. That's pretty weird, but yeah, I'm probably not gonna really be taking these clips anyways from these videos. Maybe I actually have a clipping thing. It's called Opus Clips. It's probably, by the time you see this, it's probably really known. It's really known as well right now. A lot of podcasts, stuff like that, do that. I don't have the money to pay for it, so what I do is I just make a new account and I sign into it, and it gives you 90 credits, and so you can create like a ton of clips off that. But the issue with me is that my account that I made, it's not giving the credits. So I emailed them and they're saying they're looking into it. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, basically I'm not too focused on clips or anything like that. It's like I'm just posting a clip of me talking, and it's gonna have a funny caption on top of it. It's gonna be like something like, oh yeah, what bro says after something like what bro says to us after watching a motivational video at 3 a.m. or something like that. I come up with it. It's way better. Because what I end up doing is I actually ask what I do right now is I go on the clip channels, like other clip channels, and I see what works for them, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do something similar to it. I'm not gonna copy them, but I'm gonna do something similar, and that's how I really do it. And you know what? Like, I really want to grow just a little bit, like a decent sized audience, so that I can have like that more confidence that I'm reaching people. Because every single time, I don't even know my audience. I could be just reaching out to random people every single time. Even on these YouTube, this is the thing. This is what kind of sucks. I wish I could have a couple of viewers, because like I have 0 viewers right now, and it sucks. Like, of course, like I'm putting everything out, and it's like, are most people ever gonna even see it? That's what I'm worried about. I'm like. But like a lot of people, like the reason why they won't start this is, one, they don't want to look weird or anything like that. But 2, they don't want to like waste their time. And here's what I want to get at: if this whole thing fails, let's say somehow this thing won't fail, this thing won't, I'm gonna do it. This is literally all I ever wanted. My whole life, I always wanted to do something like this. This is literally my dream forever. It's probably every single kid's dream as well to do this. But I have the wrestling thing. The wrestling thing is not like, I'm not trying to appeal to a wrestling audience, maybe exactly, because I'm not the greatest wrestler. No, but I want to like appeal to like the fitness audience, but also like have like, oh yeah, I was a college wrestler. I used to be a college wrestler, but I don't want to be in that college wrestling scene, because there's a lot of people that I encountered with, like a lot of people I interacted with in that wrestling scene that I necessarily don't like too much. Like, there's a lot of what's the word? Like hardcore people, like people that act like hardcore, like people that like act like tough and like mean-headed or something like that. Like a lot of guys, like toxic maybe a little bit. Like they all like are mean and bullies, and a lot, not all of them, a lot. Not a lot, some. There's a few that really ruin it. There's some that like, it's usually the ones who are the bullies, and the ones that usually are the mean ones. They're usually the ones who don't really do anything in their wrestling careers or fighting careers or whatever it is. And of course, sometimes it's like, oh yeah, rooted in like tough, like being tough, so you can like better the other person and stuff like that. But sometimes it's just like flat out toxic. Like sometimes like in my senior year of wrestling, it wasn't like anymore about, oh yeah, fighting and stuff like that. It was just like toxic, and everyone was just mean to each other. And the coaches were as well. And yeah, the difference between like toughening up somebody and just flat out just being mean and just like just going after somebody just for no reason. Yeah. But yeah, it's really whatever, really. And no, I don't really ever want to really give, like, as well, as I keep growing and everything like that. A lot of people do see the potential and stuff like that. I don't care about potential. Sure, I can maybe grow up to like hundreds of thousands or whatever. I just want to get a good audience, and I don't really care too much about like the money or anything. You know, sometimes when you see the small content creators, or like the content creators that like like, are big now, you sometimes go back to their videos where they only had like 200k followers or 100k subscribers or 200k subscribers, like if the ones who have like 8 million subscribers. And the reason why like you go back to them is because they had that hunger back then, and the hunger is dead when they reach like millions and millions of subscribers. The hunger is dead. All of a sudden they're like on this like high horse. They have more of an ego, they have more of like a brand, like the whole thing's like a brand now. Now they're like sponsored and everything like that, and they don't want to mess up their brand or anything like that, so they have to act like professional all the time, act like they're this high guy all of a sudden. And that's something that I fear, that I don't want to become something like that. I genuinely just want to be like the most entertaining, the most hungry, the most natural person, because this is exactly what I would love to see. Somebody who just naturally is hungry, but at the same time just entertaining and doing all this stuff. Because like at the same time, like I have a crazy drive. Let's beat around the bush. Like I just in wrestling in general, I had that crazy drive. But now in this whole content thing, I have a crazy drive. Like I keep going after everything. I don't care if the views are, I mean, the thing is I don't care. Like what do you mean? Like I would love to see some views, but like it doesn't discourage me really too much that I see 0 views. I'm like, it's all part of the process. The only thing I'm worried about is like if there's some, like when these videos do go, when these videos start to do better and better, like what's gonna happen to these old videos? Because these old videos, I share a lot of information, a lot of stories, but is anyone gonna even go back to these? Because they're like hours long. I mean, some people might binge them, and that's where the people make a lot. I feel like it would help me a lot being able to record hour videos. Of course, not in the short run, but in the long run. Because I feel like in like 2 years, 3 years time, if I ever want to go for like if I want to travel somewhere, I can just be talking the entire time while I'm driving. Because I always got stories, I always got things to talk about, and I have that really like passion. It's not like I made. Like, even on the coaching account, that's where the coaching account is where I make the money, first of all. And the coaching account is it's not where I want to make money and be on fancy what are those things called? What are those boats called? Ferris wheel? No, wait, what? No, cruise ships. Yeah, whatever it is. I think it's cruise ships. Whatever it is, or I don't know what it's called. Whatever those boats are, I think it was cruise. But no, they say something else. That like billionaires buy a bunch of the ships or whatever it's called. I have no idea what it is, but that's not my goal. My goal is just to be able to make enough money to a point where I can do this full time and I don't need to worry about anything, and not be in a position where I'm ever have to worry about my financial situation. You don't want to be 26 years old. You don't want to be stressing all the time. Oh yeah, how am I going to pay for my kids' college? How am I going to pay for this? How am I going to pay for that? I need to save enough money for this and that, and I can't buy that. I don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to provide all the time and be able to do the best I possibly can do. And, I just want to show that, I've always had that thing where, I always wanted to be the nicest possible person I could be. I always had that, I always wanted to be the best human that I possibly can be. But the issue was I was always surrounded by in my high school years, I was always surrounded by kids that are always doing drinking, smoking, getting with other people, stuff like that. And I didn't like any of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't about any of that stuff. I never ever liked it. And I never felt like I belonged because I always felt like an outcast because I didn't enjoy this type of stuff. Still to this day, people love drinking, it's a thing where people are like, oh yeah, we're gonna have so much fun, we're going to the bar, and I'm like, it's not fun at all. I just love improving myself, love having a good impact, and that's really all I'm trying to do. I don't enjoy drinking and stuff like that. It never ever gave me a passion. I never even done it, but still, anyway, it's just the thought of it. You don't want to ever have fun from something else, It scares me a bit, not scares me, but I don't want to be in a position where I get all this stuff and I don't know how to handle it. I feel as well, maybe that's why this thing's not rushed, why the whole the thing why it's not big or anything yet, because I feel I'm being prepared and being shaped into the person that would get it. Because if I got all the thing, all the attention, all the high attention and everything, that first of all, my content wouldn't be improved. Probably wouldn't be doing this long videos because I would have, I don't know why, I probably wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't be the person really. I would still be all over the place. I don't even know where I'd be. I still have a good mentality and everything like that, but probably wouldn't be as confident on the phone and everything like that. And I've been told I asked Gemini one time about how my setup was and everything like that, and stuff like that. And I was saying oh yeah, your thing's terrible, and the way you're doing everything, it's not professional or anything like that. You need to edit your videos and stuff like that. You need to edit, add this whole bunch of stuff and all this stuff. And I never really wanted doing that. Not because I don't want to. It's just I want to build an audience where I actually can just show my regular self and just connect with other people and be my natural self. I feel if I'm editing videos all the time, I'm not being my natural self. And this is the thing where you see a lot of these guys, so it ends up happening as well, is with a lot of these guys is they end up editing their videos and stuff like that a lot. They have their whole mask and everything, they're faking their personality. And the reason why a lot of people say this is a job and oh, they hate doing this is because the whole thing that they do is fake. Everything they do is just fake. The whole mask and everything is fake. And when they actually act their normal self, nobody likes them. The thing is with me was that I always, like, literally in school, everything, I always acted like my natural self. And I think that's why people love me so much. I was never always the, the kid was with the most athletic achievements back then. Of course, now in college, it's a different story. But in high school, I didn't have a lot of athletic achievements, stuff like that. I was never viewed as the high athlete in high school. But anyways, I mean, in college, once again, different story. But in high school, was never viewed as the high college athlete. I was always viewed as the the kid that was just that. He was just on the team and just was a varsity member. So he was a varsity, but nothing crazy. Nothing like stand out. And wrestling's a sport where it's like, oh, it's wrestling, so no one really cares too. I don't really know how people view wrestling. When I viewed wrestlers back then, when I didn't wrestle, like, these guys are so tough and everything like that. I don't want to mess with these guys, but yeah, that's that. And I've always, my whole life in high school and everything, I just wasn't my authentic stuff. I don't understand how kids go the whole school day and, like, put on a mask and everything like that and act like usually they're weird. That's why I feel like they do that. Like, it's like a lot of the time, it's like those popular kids as well. They always, all of them almost, have like a mask on and everything like that. And I wasn't really like pop, I mean, like, I was like the kid, like, the whole grade was like, oh yeah, he's that guy. But I was always friends with everybody and always just talked to everybody. I was always that guy everyone was close with. I was not close with, but just friends with. I never had anyone I was too close with, but I was friends with everybody. I was just pretty cool with everybody. I always talked to everybody, always was laughing at everybody, always doing stupid stuff with it, people. And, having fun, really, because that's what school's about. And everything's about taking nothing serious. We have limited time here. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people have a fear of starting the content and everything like that. I played the safe route. I literally have my college achievements and everything like that. So I won't be made fun of as much compared to other people. Maybe I am, but I still got my achievements and my transformation story and everything, so I won't be made fun of a lot, I feel like. But still, anyways, you get... The only thing I'm being made fun of is, generated that quiet athlete image that I previously had, where, like, I was mysterious and everything like that. That's gone now, because everyone can see my natural self now. That's the only thing that's gone. But besides that, you only live one life. Let athletes, start their stuff when their career ends. I'm doing it right at the start, basically. That's crazy to think about as well. I got, like, so much extra years. I have junior year. That's, like, of course, when you go back, when you're at the end of senior year, like, oh yeah, the time flew by so much. But I have junior year and senior year to still grow. And still, I didn't even start wrestling in this 10th grade, in this, 10th grade, in this, second year of college. So yeah, and I still have an extra additional year if I want to do that. I'm probably not going to do that, actually, because I want to focus on the content thing. And wrestling isn't my full content. And maybe I might do another sport. Who knows? Maybe I could just do, once again, I was talking before, maybe football. But football takes too much time as well. And also, they're not taking the guy who never played football in his life. And I have no idea how to play football. But yeah, that's it for now. I have to. At least the sun's not out anymore. That's pretty nice, so the sun won't be in my way. I love driving in the dark, This is a little early right now. We got out 4:30. And I actually did a lot of work today in my class. I had to write 500 extra words in my 1,000-page essay. And I wrote down around 1,150 or 1,100. So I got a good amount. This was due 3 weeks ago. But that's beside the point. The rough draft. I didn't submit the rough draft. The rough draft is due 3.5 weeks ago, so I'll get the review by tomorrow. I figure I'll fully figure out everything by Wednesday. But that's really it. Basically, it's Wednesday, Monday, and yeah. Really, wow, it's crazy. It's like crazy how fast. Wait, what is? Yo, wait, is that... I don't care if this car's getting mad at me. I saw this restaurant that I never even knew was right there. No way. I mean, I can get it at my house, but when I was here, like when I was on campus in the beginning of the semester, I could have just walked over there. Oh well. The only bad thing is this long form videos, they're gonna be gone for 40 days, so you might miss me there. I'll figure out something else to do. Maybe record some videos in my room. I'm lifting. I talked about it as well. I'm lifting 4 days a week now. So yeah, that'll be cool. And I'm adding an extra, maybe practice on Sunday, something like that. I'm not too sure exactly what I'm gonna do there. I have to figure out something there because yeah, it's gonna be a little weird, but it's whatever really. It's only Sunday morning, so it's gonna keep me a little bit in shape while not really hurting me too much. And yeah, that's really that. It's gonna suck not being able to wrestle now for the next 40 days. And making sure if no one was passing, but really, yeah, it's crazy. The semester's ending, and when the semester ends here, there's no practices here, so it kind of sucks, the fact that there's no more. I didn't really enjoy the classes or anything. I only enjoyed the drives and the talks, and that's what I was missing over the break. I was missing the No, he's not going. Never mind. I was missing the talks and everything. I haven't had any talks or anything, so I was missing that. You know, something I realized as well, it's like there's so much D1 athletes, because this is a D1 school, there's so much D1 athletes, and it's like everyone wants to go D1 and all this stuff, but it's everywhere you go. Like, everyone treats D1 athletes as such a high pedestal, and I'm like looking at it and I'm like, there's all over the place. Everywhere I go, there's D1 athlete, D1 this, not discrediting it, it's crazy, but I don't know, the girls lacrosse, oh my god. This is a top team in the country as well. I think this is one of the best teams in the country, in the girls lacrosse, I think it is. I'm not too sure. No, it's not actually. I know somebody that I used to follow. I deactivated my account now, but back then, yeah, I developed a little attraction during April, May time, and that was it really. So you started yeah. Until I realized that she was crazy. No, I realized that she does not care about me. She might have viewed my profile a couple times, and that was really it. She is around thousands of D1 athletes. She does not care about me. Her sister was dating a D1 starter from Ohio State football team. So, based on the high standards of there, I was not getting any chance with this person. But no, that person played for the best team in the country. So, but yeah, that's my story. The only connection with the girls lacrosse. I don't know, because all of a sudden I think she viewed a couple of my stories, stuff like that. This is back when, the dopamine and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know, I started getting a little bit of a thing, and I was like, alright, that's what's up. And I'm like, this person doesn't go out. She prays a lot. She's deep into her religion and everything like that. She doesn't do anything bad. Like, this is it. This is her. She works so hard in her sport, but I don't know, maybe it's something else. I don't really know. And I would have no chance anyways, let's be very honest. But yeah, that's that. And I had a thing for a month, it was on her profile and stuff like that. And all of a sudden I just stopped caring. I don't know what happened. It happens to me. So it happens to the best of us. We all have that, where we all have, I'm not even hiding it. We all have it, where we have those crushes online, where we see somebody and they're constantly liking our stuff, viewing our profile, stuff, viewing our story and stuff like that, and then we develop a soft attraction to that person. And then you start getting heartbroken when that person doesn't like your post or stuff like that. I had a thing. That's why I get scared of posting stories. I had somebody that I used to have a connection with. Used to, have I don't know, maybe attraction. I'm not too sure. maybe a little bit of a fan. Maybe me being a fan. I'm not too sure exactly what it was. I don't know. I just wanted the person to succeed, and I don't know what that makes me. If I really, I don't know, I had admiration a little bit. Maybe the person is a very nice person, very sweet person. So I had that admiration there. And one of the nicest people I've ever seen. So yeah, the point was that person was a D1 athlete, and I don't think I had much of a chance. So, but I started liking her posts. I requested to follow her one day. And here's the full story actually. I requested to follow her, and she requested to follow me back. So that was pretty cool. And yeah, see, that was pretty cool, and that was a mutual connection. And I always saw her and other people's pictures and stuff like that. So yeah, it was pretty cool. To be honest, she resembled somebody that I used to know back in my. Wait, I'll get back to it in a second. I gotta make sure I gotta be a little careful here. Not a slightly risky. I got in, but why are you telling me to go right? I'll go right, but anyways, besides the point. I didn't really do anything about it. I don't think I even started viewing her stories. Maybe I was. I don't know. Maybe I was following her. She had a low following. I had a pretty high following. I'm gonna be really honest. I just followed her because she looked pretty cool. I was really confused on why she had a low following because I viewed her as. Not back then. I didn't like her back then. I just viewed her as just someone standing out. But anyways, the point was, I think one day she posted or something like that, and I don't know. I don't think she got a ton of likes because she didn't have a high following. So, anyways, but this whole social media game, like when you like someone's posts and stuff like that, in high school and stuff like that, people see it as like a way of attraction, saying, "Oh yeah, I like you," or "I have this sort of thing towards you." I don't even like anyone's posts, so maybe that was a thing. I liked her post because I don't know actually. I have no idea. I didn't like anyone's post. Towards the end of high school, I started spam liking everyone's posts, and because I thought it was a normal thing to do, like, "Oh yeah, we like your post, you like my post," stuff like that. But yeah, before then, I didn't even like anyone's posts. I just started liking everyone's posts towards the end of high school. But before then, I literally liked no one's posts. But I was like, you need to earn my like. That's not the corniest thing you can do. The most corniest thing you can do is be on social media. Don't do that. Delete that. Like, on, like, actual social media. You shouldn't even be watching me because you shouldn't even be on social media. Well, YouTube long form, but, like, it's like, hopefully my clips and everything that you see on the whole social media and everything like that, it doesn't make you feel like anxious or anything like that. I never want to do that. That's why I don't do it. What do you think? I posted the transformation thing. The transformation's inspiration. The daily videos are showing a whole the daily reels, like the short form videos. They're showing like the journey and humbleness and just showing like a character, like a person, like showing my that I'm not trying to be some sort of high guy, be like, "Hey, yeah, that was pretty nice, I did that practice, we're getting after, we're big dogs." Oh, I don't care. Or them being all like nonchalant and tough. I mean, if they're acting nonchalant, they wouldn't post it. But that was very nice practice. That's how I used to talk back in my first year of college. I used to. So a lot of times when you're adjusting to the first year of college, you get very nervous. It's very hard to fit in. So I acted extremely like nonchalant. I would like mumble all my words and everything like that. I overheard them as well during the end of my season. So what ended up happening was regionals happened. My regionals didn't go well. I ended up placing third, which was not good. Not good. I wanted to win the whole thing. Everyone was expecting me to win the whole thing easily. Like they were just expecting me to wipe out these kids. That did not happen that day. I ended up losing 18 points. Do you not know how embarrassing that is? I'm not even gonna hide this. Let me hide this. I had a torn elbow, so that was why I wrestled so bad in that match. I tore my elbow back in the start of January. In that match, I was wrestling a kid that was ranked in the top 10. I don't know exactly what his ranking. I think his highest he was ever ranked was 9th in the country. He was a previous national qualifier in the D3 level, so yeah, pretty highly ranked and everything like that. And I wrestled him, and he was a lot more bigger than me, stronger than me. And I tore my elbow, I think, when I don't remember exactly when it was. It was like during the second, I think it was like when he had me on the floor. It was during the second minute. He took me down in like a minute and 30 seconds. So I was actually pretty good looking with him most of the time. He took me down around like the minute and like 36, something like that. I don't remember. I think 2-minute mark, right towards like near the end of the first period, sometime like that. And then he got one tilt on me, and then he got points there. He took me down and tilted me a little later, like 40 seconds later, and that was it. But the thing was, yeah, I came back and wanted to wrestle. I didn't care. And you know, here's the funny story as well. I stepped onto the weight. I stepped onto the scale, and guess what I weighed? 197.24, something like that. So I weighed 0.4 over. And then they're like looking at me. I'm like, wait. I'm like, can I just like run the top or something like that? And they're like looking at each other and stuff like that. And like, wait, just step on this scale. And I stepped onto the other scale, and I weighed under. So, and they told me get out of here. And like they told me I was good. So that was, if that was like real, like if that scale went through and everything like that, if that was the one scale, I actually wouldn't be able to wrestle regionals. And the thing was as well, we had a whole situation with two of our other guys, one of our best wrestler on our team, and some other wrestler who's also really good. They both weren't able to wrestle because we had a whole weight situation, and they ended up both missing weight due to a lack of communication and everything like that. And I can talk about this whole story, but I don't think they would be fully cool with me talking about it. To be honest, I don't even know what happened. Really, I was there. The 141 pounder didn't show up, I think, or on time. And then the coach said to the 125 pounder, you're going up to 133. So she started drinking water, and then and the other kid came back and walked in, and yeah, he had to then cut the 125, and he couldn't do that, so he missed weight. And then the 141 pounder missed weight because he said, "Oh, I didn't know we had a tournament." Listen, why am I laughing about this guy? This guy's way better than me. I mean, yeah, he's pretty good. So, yeah, I don't know what that last part was about, but anyways, they both ended up missing weight, and the coach was stressed. They didn't get mad at him. They actually talked to him really good, and that was actually really good. That's something that I actually admire. But of course, when I was in my final match, you know, when I was down by I think 12 points, he's like, you're not this bad. No, the one coach was like, come on, you gotta get back into this. You gotta show some fight or something like that. He was saying some sort of motivation and stuff, and the coach was like, you're not this bad. He was like, wow. I didn't take it personally. I don't even care. He's just a funny dude. I know some athletes would be like, oh, I hate this dude forever. I don't even care. Why am I made a mistake. The duck went down to the lemonade stand. A said to the man running in the sand, hey, bum, 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 got any grapes? I made a huge mistake. I made a severe decision. You know that Logan Paul apology? I don't remember exactly what his opening words were, but it was so funny. I made a severe lapse in decision or whatever it was. That was funny. I never actually watched the full video. He was recording some dude on a hanging from a tree. You know what? These cliff farmers would do something like that nowadays. This is the thing now. Is like a lot of people didn't understand his point of view. But the thing is with him is everything's about content for him. I'm not ever doing this. I'm not gonna record that stuff. But literally, when your whole life is surrounded around content and everything like that, everything needs to be recorded. Think about it. Today when I was lifting in the gym, I actually didn't record my weighted pull-ups, and I felt so weirded off. I'm like, oh yeah, I shouldn't even try as much. Like in my head, I was like thinking like, oh yeah, I shouldn't even try as much because I'm not even recording it. And I'm like for me, everything was about recording. Everything was recorded all the time. So for me, it was a little weird not recording it. And I can see a little bit about how some of these creators like act. I feel like that's the downsides with the content, is that you can't do anything anymore just like on your own anymore. Everything needs to be recorded, you know what I'm saying? And this is what some of the guys have the issue with. Like, oh yeah, I hate it when people record in the gym. Oh yeah, they're recording, oh my god. Like, if they're not doing anything, they're just recording their own thing, I don't care. I feel like I get some looks though when I record. Maybe that's in my head or something like that, but oh, this road's empty. There's like no one on this road. This is pretty sick. But I feel like when I record, oh my god, imagine when me driving like 80 miles an hour in like a Lamborghini. I don't really care too much about the car and stuff like that. But, you know, the thing is about the coaching is gonna make a lot of money. And I don't really care too much. But the reason why I want to charge a lot for the coaching, a lot of people will charge like maybe like 500, 600, 800. I want to charge more because I want to actually like not like have hundreds of thousands of clients. I want to have like I want to have group clients as well. So I'll do that in the future. Right now I have only one client. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but one active client. That's for next year I have it. So I'm doing that right now. But for my other clients, I want to I want to actually like be beneficial and actually like do like help them long term and like actually like put all my effort. I don't want to chat GPT some random like template and like be like, oh yeah, eat rice 3 times a week, eat 100 grams of chicken once a week or something like that, or like give this exact thing. I mean, of course it'll help out. It's helped out with my training split, so maybe I do something like that with their training split. But no, with mentality and everything, that's where I come in to help, and that's what I want to do. I want to mentally help everyone. I can't mentally help 2,000 people at once. I'm not gonna remember everybody. So yeah, that's why I feel like I should charge more there, and that's that for that. But like for my actual real content account, I want to have fun at the same time. You know, I want to have fun and enjoy it. And I feel like that's what the long form videos can do. Because the short form daily journey videos, everything's about the watch time. It gets me so mad. All these guys, and this is why I was watching some other YouTuber who actually deleted his old popular channel because he had a bunch of people in his YouTube account, like who was watching it, that didn't like actually watch the full video, didn't watch his authentic stuff, and just wanted to watch that clip, wanted to get that quick hit. And he deleted the channel. And he's like, I want to actually do authentic content. And this is one of the few creators I actually watch a lot, like consistently. I actually watch a couple creators consistently, and all the creators that I've watched consistently are authentic. No, let me actually think about that. Yeah. For some reason, I love watching authentic content. Never, ever have I ever watched any, like, I never watched a KSI video. Because I knew the entire time it's a character. I'm not saying it's bad, but I've never actually watched a video of him. Because you gotta understand, he's putting on a character, because if he doesn't, he's not gonna attract a ton of views. And he's like a mainstream audience. Like, he's not a mainstream guy. Like, he's like a business brand guy. This is what I'm saying before. That's my fear of, because one of his old videos, you could see his passion and everything like that. Sure, he was playing on a mask a little bit, but you could see the passion. But now it's like, all like, oh yeah, he's like a high producer, he's in his high seat and everything like that. And I don't want to be like that. I want to be like a guy who like has that fire. I want to have that drive. And you know, sure, right now I'm some small guy and with small numbers right now, but I don't care. I want to have that drive and just keep getting after it. I mean, this is gonna look amazing, you know, having like this huge library of videos that like of me like having 0 views and having that big fire. Because every single time, you know, my views are low and everything like that, I just have more drive to improve the content and like go even more harder. Of course, this is the thing. I watched a video of this today, and it was like what's every single person's fear. And it was like it's really funny guy. I watch this guy a lot because he's authentic. He doesn't care about what he says. He just says whatever, and he's really funny. And he's actually like trying to he has good morals, and he just tries to do the right thing. And he's really relatable. So, and that's why I liked him, because he was really relatable and very funny. But you know, he was talking about the top 3 fears that most humans have. 1 is heights. 1 is loud noises in the dark, and 3rd is getting a job. And the reason why this is he was talking about it that like a lot of the Gen Z people are afraid of getting a job, and they'll do anything not to get a job. And the reason why I was saying this was there are YouTubers and like creators that do anything to go viral or like anything to get clicks because they do not want to get a normal 9-to-5 job. And it's like, I never want to get to that point. I have 2.5 years like of complete freedom. I can do whatever I want for the next 2.5 years, and nothing will like I can create these videos for 2.5 years. I don't have the I don't have a limit or anything. Like I don't have anyone saying that like I have no like pressure to like get a job really, like get like a job after college. And even after college, I don't think people enter the workforce straight away. I know some people do. Some people want to graduate college early and work right away, and I don't understand that. I say just work straight out of high school. And that's the thing as well, not only like go after the content and the coaching and everything like that, but the content's fun. The coaching's more about, the coaching is more a little bit about work and stuff like that. But it's not just work, it's about improving other people. I wouldn't there's more money in other stuff. I could sell I see one of the people I went to high school with. I used to walk with him every single day at my last period of the class, last period before I would leave the school. I used to go to his class a lot, and we were really good boys and everything like that. We talked a lot. And, he really was my motivator a bit, like in the gym. Like I used to tell him like, oh yeah, I'm benching 225, I'm benching 235, and 245, and like I would keep telling him and everything like that. And he was my boy and everything like that. And he wrestled with me. He wrestled 9th grade year, and he quit towards the end. He started doing work and stuff like that. Then he came back in junior year. And I don't even know about senior year. I didn't even wrestle. I don't think he wrestled senior year, but that's whatever, because because he's more focused on the gym, and that's pretty cool. And that is a pretty cool thing. That's the thing of what wrestling does to you in high school, is you go to school, right? In college, you go to classes, you can balance your stuff out. In school, it's a mandated time. So unless you are getting up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and lifting, which a lot of high schoolers aren't doing, you're not really going to be able to have that ability to, lift and stuff like that. Really prioritize your lifting. And wrestling takes a heavy toll on your body. This is an issue with my lifting, which I got solved now with the 4-day split and everything like that. But still, on the weekends, weekdays, I still can't practice. So if I was wrestling in like another team or something like that, I wouldn't be able to gain muscle. I'd be able to just maintain muscle. But in high school, you would lose muscle. Like in right at the start of wrestling season, I was able to bench 225 for 5 reps. Mid-season, like in January time, January time, I think it was, I was only able to bench 225 for 2 or 3 reps. And by the end of the season, I wasn't even able to bench 225. And this was on a split machine. So, yeah. So yeah, the issue is that like when you're lifting in season, when you're in season, the practices take a heavy toll on you. And the only day you can really lift is like maybe Sunday when you're fully recovered. Because Saturday, think about it, you wrestled for 5 days in a row and hard and everything like that. So yeah, wrestling, the really good thing about wrestling is it builds such a crazy base for you for lifting. And that's what it's done for me. It's built a crazy base. Because even though I started lifting late, I was wrestling for so long that it's like that muscle I built from wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Every single practice, you build muscle. So I got that there. And, something else I was looking into is, as well. So yeah, that's probably what he did. And yeah, he probably quit because he wanted to lift. And he has a very great physique, very strong. And the thing about him is he started doing, I don't know what exactly he does. He sells something. I don't really know. Sells stuff. He's marketing. I think he's a marketing person. He works for a Discord group or something like that. And I don't really know the whole system to it. He's got a whole group, so it's really good. They have a good mentality. Like you're stronger in a group than you are alone. Of course, I'm alone because I feel like I can grow this really far. I might visit this college one day over here. My whole family got into this college. I've never gone here. I might visit it one day. But anyways, I don't think he's going to college regardless, which is a smart idea for him. He's making I think 20K a month right now, and he's really driven. I can see it. And he's got a really good drive, really good heart and everything like that. And he's got a really good, mentality. He doesn't chase girls. I think he got heartbroken, so I don't really know. He broke up with his girlfriend, something like that. I don't really know exactly the full story, but he's really driven and everything like that. After that, he doesn't really chase anybody, which is really good. He doesn't party, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, I don't think he really does any of that. He doesn't do any of that stuff. But I don't think he really he doesn't do any of that stuff at all. But I don't think he ever went to homecoming or prom or anything like that. And I didn't either. So and it's I didn't go to prom because I wanted to lift. I didn't understand the concept of missing a day of lifting because I want to go out with my buddies or the people that are in the same school as me, same building as me, and go there. And that's what I really didn't understand about school. Is about being friends with everybody, being close friends and everything like that. I was talkative and I was buddies with everybody, but after school though, these boys, I'm not friends with you. You know what I'm saying? That's not fake, but out of school, I don't understand why we gotta hang out. So I've been with you for 6 hours in this building. I don't want to be around you anymore. This summertime though, that's where it got a little empty and boring. You know, your friends would abandon you the whole. Maybe this is my friends because they were unbelievably fake. They would just abandon you the whole summer, and then at the start of the school year, they'd be "Hey, what's up again?" And this happened in my because I didn't have that much guy friends in my 9th grade year. I had a lot of yeah. I don't know. Maybe because I was overweight, and that's why they all used to love me. I was overweight, and I was not seen as a threat or anything like that, and seen as a good heart. So yeah, I used to I don't know exactly why all of them liked me so much, but yeah, I was really liked heavily by them. I didn't have too much guy friends though, but no, I had some. I had a decent 20 maybe, something like that, 10. A lot of them from my old middle school, but they weren't really close or anything like that. It was more the other ones, and they were more close to me. But anyways, that thing didn't end well in 10th grade, and I didn't really have a ton of guy friends. I think that was an issue with me in high school, with my grade level. But anyways, I didn't really care too much. The issue was that I didn't really want to ever hang out with these guys. Of course, I felt a little bad in the beginning. I felt oh, I wish I was there because it looked so much fun. But all these dudes were doing was just drinking, be yeah. I sometimes view videos of their parties, not actual parties, but I actually view what they do at the actual parties, and it looks so lame. And I'm this is what they're hyping up all weekend. I remember one time in math class, I don't know why this sticks out to me so much. And it was this group of girls, and they were talking about, oh yeah, what parties are there this weekend? What are we doing this weekend? And the reason why I am thinking about this a lot is because it was an AP math class. It was not AP. It was honor math. It was 11th grade honors class. It was 10th grade. I was in 10th grade, but we were taking 11th grade honors math, and the teacher kept on saying over and over again, this kid does not deserve to be here. But that's what I've been hearing my entire high school. You do not deserve to be in this math class. All these kids are extremely smart kids, and you got this guy here who's I don't know, seen as I don't know, the bad, I don't know, kid that looks viewed as the F student. So, and yeah, so that was I'm trying to think what I was getting at. Basically, what they were saying was they were trying to talk about, oh yeah, what's the party, what's this and that, and part of me was thinking oh yeah, they're definitely not going to parties, because the thing was, even though I didn't go because I didn't want to, and also I didn't really get invited, but I could have just asked, and they probably would. Why would you ask though? That's the issue. That's a little weird. The thing was, the whole entire grade was the whole entire grade was all from the other middle school. And in 9th grade, no one really talked to each other. No one they all were online. All the kids in my grade, they all were fully online, and I actually went to school. All the kids from the other school. So in 10th grade, when all the parties and everything started, I didn't even know these guys, because I was from the other school. So that's why I wasn't really getting invited to stuff or anything like that in the beginning. It wasn't even started 10th grade. It was the 2nd month or something like that, because of the whole COVID restrictions. When the COVID restrictions calmed down, that's when everyone started going out and stuff like that again. And for me, it was still a little weird, pretending to act like everything's normal after the world just was about to end. And we were all being told the world's over. This is the end. We watched the whole world collapse and everything. The whole stock market, the whole If you went to New York City, the whole city was empty. Everything was empty. Everything felt like a ghost town. The streets were like empty. Everything felt empty. So yeah, and that's when you started seeing everyone just walking around. Like you saw everybody just walking around, like everyone in your neighborhood, everyone just started walking because like we were all stuck in our homes. I didn't even walk, but yeah, it was a little weird just thinking about that whole situation. And it's pretty weird to think about. But the issue was they had no personality, so I'm like, there's no way these people are getting invited. But that's the issue. All these people, all they do is they have no personality. They don't do anything in school. They don't bring anything to the table, and all they do is like, oh yeah, when's that next party? When's that next party? So they can go out, they can drink a little bit, and be like, yeah, like jump up. And I was watching it, like them jumping up and down to music, and I'm like, what is this? What are you doing? You know, you look stupid. I'm not trying to sound like some big alpha guy. I'm just trying to be like, yeah, you look stupid. I'd rather like, I remember one time as well. I was my friends were asking me one of my friends I think was calling me and something like that, and I didn't pick up. He was in a car with a couple of girls in my grade that knew me and were friends with me a little bit. Not friends, but we used to walk to classes in 11th grade together just to pass the time. Nothing crazy, but anyways, the point was, this is back when I'm ashamed to admit the time where, yeah, I used to talk to a lot of females, and pretty ashamed to admit. No, I'm capping, of course. I don't do that. I have no idea how to talk to any. I have absolutely no idea how to talk to females. I'm gonna keep it on. I have no idea how to talk to females. No, I was a pretty nice person. A lot of people viewed me as a high status back then. Of course, now I'm more doing my own thing. But anyways, he was calling me, and I was like, I didn't pick up because I was at practice. I ended up snapping him, and he snapped me back with one of them in the car. I didn't really care. It was whatever. They were pretty annoying, to be honest. But the point was, the next day, like I don't know what happened exactly. I was talking to one of my friends. He was a 10th grader, and I was a 12th grader, and he was a wrestling teammate, very small kid. So he was like the lightweight, and I was like the heavyweight, and we used to always just talk to each other, and it was very funny. We always used to, every single day. I wonder what's up with that guy now. I talked to him one time when I came back to his thing. He viewed my story on my content account, and he didn't follow me. I don't think it's too personal. He viewed it as Gandalf profile as I deactivated my account, but yeah, that's whatever, really. You know what I'm saying? That was my boy. You know, we had best buds in high school. Like all the time, like our wrestling practice and everything like that. We always practiced each other. And he was like that light heavyweight, really close friends with me. But yeah, things are over with him now. Not over. He lives like close to me, but I don't even go to his house. Too much ego. No, I have to become successful. I can't be this corny content creator. I don't think no one really views me as a corny content creator because of my wrestling achievements. But anyways, I was walking with him, and I was like talking to him. I was like, I didn't go anywhere for Halloween. Like, what did you do for Halloween or anything like that? I don't know exactly why the conversation got to that point. But I said something like, I didn't go out anywhere. I practiced on Halloween, and then like some guy overheard me. He's like, you practiced on Halloween? What a loser! And I looked at this guy, and this guy was like completely out of shape. Not discrediting him because I was out of shape too at the time. But no, he was like he was some dude that did stupid stuff, and he wasn't really liked too much actually. But I don't know, he's very weird dude. I don't know what's up with that guy. But anyways, yeah, that stuck with me because there's like these dudes that often like he's like, what a loser! Like, you're such a loser. He starts saying that. And I started realizing, I'm like, look at all these people that are calling me losers for not doing this. They're losers themselves. So I'm like, why would I care about what these people think? You know what I'm saying? Go after something as hard as possible. Right now, what I'm doing, I'm literally telling you exactly what I'm doing. Because I know this is going to work, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing. I want to tell you exactly what I'm doing, and there's no way you can stop me. What I'm doing right now is I'm posting 2 times edits. Hopefully this works. All my strategies have failed, so I'm really hoping this one works. I'm feeling really confident about this one. I'm posting 2 times edits getting the watch time high there, posting one-time talking videos. That's also gonna get the watch time high. Then on my I have a clip account now, and then that's on 3 platforms. The coaching account. Then I have we call it a clip account. That's on 3 platforms, and I post my clips for my long form videos. I'm not clip farming or anything like that. I literally just post my clips. They're just regular clips of me just doing my normal stuff, but I have a funny caption over it. It just shows my authentic personality. I don't really know how successful that's gonna be. I don't really see it. Maybe it's gonna be successful. That will drive views to my long form videos, where you can see my full thing, because I'm literally exactly like that the entire time. I'm just visiting an old place right here. Right here. I talked about it before. I went here before, and this is with the fire truck. They burned it down over here, and right over there is when a girl said hi to me, and I said hi back. I didn't even know who she was at the time, and my brother was making fun of me on the entire way back, and she was in my gym class. It turned out. I saw her the next day. She said hi to me, and I said hi back. And yeah, I don't know exactly how she knew me back then. She was talking a little bit, and then we never talked again. So that was rough. And yeah, that's really that. Maybe she might think it's a little cool seeing where I am right now, because the whole college speed, and that's what I did. And heavily in the off season to my first college season, I didn't focus on a crazy amount of my wrestling, which maybe was a bad thing, but I didn't see it because all I focused on was speed, intensity, conditioning, strength, everything, non-stop, because I wanted to be the best possible wrestler I could be. And that's the thing, the college adjustment is the speed that you have to adjust to. A lot of athletes struggle to adjust to it. And that's what I was learning in my research paper. Like the amount of speed the college athletes can't adjust to it, and the academics and everything like that. So seeing me, how I'm adjusting to it, it shocks a lot of people, seeing how well I'm adjusting. Not just to the academic side, me getting a 4.0 GPA last semester. Of course, this semester I've been focusing on my content, my coaching, not my clip account, but all my other failures in the past. And I was focusing on a lot of other stuff, and I did not care about my schoolwork. So my GPA is probably a 1.8, back to my high school levels. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's not a 4.0 GPA from last year. I'm not getting any academic All-Americans or anything this year, which I do not care. I do not care about anything anymore, because I would really focus on this content, coaching, having a positive impact, and really trying to do the best I possibly can do. And I don't see a way or a reason why college would help. The only thing college is teaching you right now is patience. Being able to deal with sitting around for an hour and a half doing nothing and being bored. Just sitting in silence. That's what college is teaching me. But besides that, it's not teaching me anything. I probably should be talking to people. I literally have 0 friends in college. I don't know how normal that is. That's probably really unnormal. The wrestling practices were supposed to give me friends, but they're not getting any, because I didn't go to any yet. But hopefully next semester things go well. And I'm really trying to focus on building. I'm not trying to just be friends with anybody anymore. I'm be friends with high quality people that actually benefit me, but not ultra, guys who are ultra guys who we need to grind all the time, but guys who have don't bring me down. And that's just some vape kids. Kids are vaping and be like, oh yeah, I want to smoke some weed. I want to ruin my life. I saw this one reel one time where it's the caption was, the one friend you cut off, he's like, yeah, I smoke, I drink, I smoke weed every day. But yeah, that's really it for me. It's another day of me just improving myself, being the best I possibly can do. And I'm loving the journey. Yeah, I love the journey. It's not about the destination, it's about enjoying everything. I'm posting a crazy amount every single day. Posting a total of 28 times a day. I'm posting 9 real, original clips. I create 9 clips, and I post it on 3 platforms. So it's 27 chances of going viral. And it's all it takes is one video, one hit, and it goes by, and the whole thing changes. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully things go well. Yeah, you can see the struggle, you can see the failures, you can see everything.